Hey, good morning. Good
Good
night,
morning.
then. Uh, Buongiorno and Buona Diminata. Welcome to That's Life with Evolution. I am your host, Evolution, and today I have a very, very special guest with me. He is coming in a film that will start in the States around January 13th, 2024, called, it's a Swiss action film titled No Time to Think. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Einar Haraldson.
Thank you.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm pretty good, pretty good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm pleased to be here.
We're glad to have you. So, for the people who don't know who you are and what you do, can you give us a little background on what you do and who you are?
Yeah, I am Einar Haraldsson. I'm a former police officer and retired, and now I'm an actor. Went to school here in Iceland, and then I've been busy in acting movies and TV, and mostly international.
All right.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay, so
Short,
so
short.
so I understand that you did a lot of traveling around the
Yeah,
world.
yeah.
Um, what was that like?
It's I love traveling.
Hmm.
I've been many times in the U.S. and I'm preparing to go to India,
Oh, nice.
to Germany, to Australia,
Wow. Just going and going and going.
yeah, Morocco.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Nice. So basically, you've been around, you've seen some things, you've done some things. So you probably witnessed how things have changed from yesterday to today,
Oh
right?
yeah, oh yeah.
So basically, that's what our topic is today. Um, but before I get into that, I want to highlight our sponsors. So I want to give a shout out to JG's Lounge. I've got to wake up. My tongue's still asleep. TGBTG, Golden Diamond Productions, and Leia's Question, who helps us get going with our conversations. So today's topic is today's society compared to yesterday's society, for better or for worse. And we're going to get into our conversation by Leia's Question. So we're going to get that introduction going now. So the last question of today on the topic today's society compared to yesterday's society, for better or for worse, is why are people not as focused today versus yesterday? And how come people aren't utilizing all of the many resources that they have today to make things better than yesterday? Um, so, going on that right there, before I get going, do you have any comments?
Yeah, I might have that, for example, or good or to worse. I think that unfortunately everything is going to worse.
Yeah. Uh, can you tell us why you think that?
Yeah, I can. Everybody can see that how the world is
Hmm.
in the Middle East, and everybody's war. Everywhere is war.
Hmm.
Peace and harmony. That's what we all want.
Yes,
It's it's very
I,
difficult.
yeah, I agree. Um, I mean, there are a couple things that uh, maybe getting better. I might be exaggerating that a little bit, but at least two things that might be getting better throughout time or whatnot. But we'll kind of get into that here in a minute. Um, Responding to Leia's question, myself, I would say that people today can't separate emotion from the facts, uh, and also they don't want to take the time to do things. They're impatient and they want to hurry, and they want to do things to get they want to get paid to do nothing. Uh,
Exactly.
So on those things right there, let's start with the first one. They can't separate emotion from facts. Do you have any examples or situations that you're aware about to comment on that?
Oof. Not really, not really.
Mhm.
I think it's people wants to have everything for nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody's in hurry. There's no relaxing. No, you see, when you are a kid, the parents, here's the key, here's the phone.
Uh-huh.
Please lock the door when you leave. That's
Right.
our life today.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's very fast paced. And I'm gonna use an example of building a house. You can't construct a house in a day. And there's a certain way you have to build your house. You got to start at the ground level, make sure the foundation's fine, and then you put up the structure, and then you make sure everything's secure, and then you add to it to eventually have the completed house. That's kind of our philosophy because we're from that range in life. The children or the generation nowadays, they want to start with the roof.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
they they want to kind of cut some corners, and
Yeah.
they end up with a house with no heat, electricity, or water.
That's a good example. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. So patience is a virtue. That statement definitely means a lot. But when people are, I don't know, today's just totally different. Like for instance, I have some areas that we're going to talk about today that will help us get on with that. But the next example that I brought up was they want to get paid for doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I notice this a lot today. People just want the money, they want the big money now, but they have to understand that has to be built. Like for instance, in your case, I mean, even after retirement, you're working on an acting career, which I think is great and phenomenal. You don't see that every day. People just staying busy and keeping things going and living out their dreams or whatnot. So you had to build that. You had to earn your place in the acting career so you can stay busy. So yeah, do you have anything to elaborate on that?
Yeah, being an actor is very hard job. I can tell you that. When I'm talking to my grandkids about my job and their job, they say, "Yeah, your job is so easy. You're not. You're only reading your laptop and don't do anything. And we have to take our shovel and do this and this and this and this. This it's a hard job. We are sweating. You're not sweating." I said,
Right.
I said, I have done your job for 50 years now. I'm still alive.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've been along the way, and they can't see all the effort that you put in
And
to get what you are. They can see like 2 inches in front of their face, but they can't see down the road.
Okay, my wife, we have a restaurant, and there's lots of people who are working there. But they are in the phone. And my wife said, "You have to put your phone down. You have to work here." And then they, "Oh no, I didn't work. What is that?"
Yeah.
They only want to get the salary.
Yeah, that's it. And they think just by going to work, that's enough to get the salary, but you have to put in your work to earn that salary. The idea of how today's people and generation look at things are completely and totally different than how we looked at things yesterday. And I think
it has changed last 10, 15 years.
Mhm.
Very much, very much.
Mhm. Do you think there's a reason for the change, or do you think?
I think this technology, this cell phones and computers and all
Mhm.
that makes kids even stop thinking, because they only said, what Father Google say? Oh, he said that. Okay.
So basically, technology is taking away the physical aspects of work.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we were like better conditioned for it because we were active all the time,
Yeah.
and now not so much. People are, not as
Of
physically
course, it's good.
fit.
It's good. I'm not saying that. It's
Mhm.
good to have all this.
I mean, I guess my point I'm trying to make is the direction that when we came up, there was a lot of different things that we had that
Yeah.
are still here, but and exist, but it's not of interest to the generation now.
No.
They're all about
No.
just like you said, looking at a computer, looking at a
Yeah.
phone,
Uh-huh.
and instead of taking pride in what they're doing and having a certain level
Yeah.
of effort to make those things better or be more efficient. It's like I don't want to say laziness, but it's like a lack of urgency.
Yeah. All these kids today, it's a beautiful people, all not
Mhm.
that, and I love them all. This is they are not in our line.
Yes. Um, so the areas that I want to highlight right now are um, kind of getting into the conversation and what we want to do today. So the first area is everyday life, and I was kind of leaning on it first, but basically in our era when we was coming up, we had like board games and family
Yeah.
time,
Mhm.
which was very valuable and very constructive to how we turned out as individuals, kept us connected with the family. And today, like you mentioned, the generation is highly uh, involved in putting a lot of time in on the cell phone, um, or they're involved in like the gamer society. They're playing video games all day.
Yeah.
From your perspective, what is the importance of board games and family time versus the importance of cell phones in gaming society?
Uh, I have a 7 grandkids,
Mm.
and once a year, only once a year, I we go together and play together
Mhm.
without any cell phone or anything. And after that, I asked them, "Oh, so how was it?"
Mhm.
"Oh, it was fun. It was fun. It's a fun." Okay, that's how it was when I was growing up, like
Mhm.
you are. We were outside playing games and football, basketball, and everything.
Mhm.
One of my grandkids, he's starting now playing basketball. I said, "That's good."
Yeah, that's very
So
good. um, so that's very interesting that you do that once a year. But I guess what I noticed when you said that is that particular time when you do that, your grandkids love those
yeah,
moments,
yeah.
and they
I started it because maybe later on we can have 2 days or 3 days.
oh yeah, you can
But yeah,
add to it.
we have to build it up. I take only one day, once a year.
Okay.
It's enough for me.
Well, you're a busy man, so
Yeah, also that. Yeah,
yeah, it's probably difficult to add one day in right now.
I have to look in my calendar.
Yes, absolutely. You got to plan for it.
Yeah,
7 grandkids is not a small feat.
no, yeah,
So the next question I got for you, is the way we were brought up was with faith and respect, and now today I noticed that, especially after doing the research, that there's a lot of I don't care or disrespectfulness that's going on. Um, can you elaborate on that and tell me what your thoughts are on that?
Yeah, that's right. Today,
Mm-hmm.
no one is respecting. We are not respecting each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that I remember. I take for example, when I was in the police force. Here in Iceland, every people they respect the police officers,
Mm-hmm.
and we could go and talk to them or walk alone in the streets. Today, there's no respect for anything.
Mm-hmm.
They don't. And the police officers, we cannot see them on the street. And when I talk to them, police officers today, it's a whole otherwise life now and before.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
whole.
that's
In Iceland, we don't carry a gun. We are without, but we have lots of killings. And
oh wow.
yeah,
Wow.
we have a SWAT team, but there is no each and every police officer. They don't carry a gun.
Wow, that's different.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's different with the states.
that reminds me of those movies that I used to watch as a kid, where the cops would run through the town chasing somebody blowing a whistle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in the UK. They have
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess in those times, a whistle was very effective.
yeah.
But today, I mean, even in Iceland, that's incredible that they don't carry guns.
Yeah.
In the U.S., they probably need some protection.
Yeah.
It's a little different here, unfortunately. I mean, will we ever get to those days? I don't know.
No.
It would be nice to see those days happen, but at the moment, just not seeing that happen.
It will never happen.
You don't think so? You don't think
No.
you think it's going to continue to decline as far as
up, yeah.
Yeah, or increase as far as how dangerous things are.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Can you elaborate?
It started here in Iceland. Why not in US then?
So can you elaborate on your thoughts on why you think it will continue to increase as far as the violence or whatever?
Yeah, I cannot imagine why. I don't know why, and but this is my feelings that
Okay.
it will never go down. Unfortunately, never go down.
Okay. I am hopeful.
Yeah. Me too.
that someday something will occur and people will have a different way of looking at things and way of doing things.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking it would have to be something pretty dramatic for that to happen. You know, I told this story on at the end of one of my podcasts before. You know, for some reason at Christmas time, people can figure out how to be nice to each other. You know, but then comes January 1, all that goes out the window for some reason.
Start again.
Right. So I'm hoping that eventually one day people can, have that same frame of mind all year round that they do at Christmas time. Yeah.
You have a good thoughts, but
I'm only one person.
yeah. Maybe you will get me though too.
Oh, okay, so that's two.
Yeah.
All right, we're headed in the right direction.
Yeah.
So the next thing I want to highlight is when we were young, we worked hard and we played hard.
Yeah.
And today, like you mentioned earlier, they show up for work and they're kind of all play and not really taking things seriously. Do you have thoughts on your perspective of that?
I can only say that today the people they people today, they are, or should I say, they are lazy. Definitely.
Yeah.
But maybe we are proud of ourselves. But today is like a, they don't mind anything. They don't care. That's their motto today. I don't care. I don't need to do, but I need to have money. Maybe I can run to my mom and the dad.
You hit right where I was trying to go. So that's perfect. And I'm thinking about my kids, and I'm sure a lot of the parents can probably relate. In my time of growing up, I had to work. I had to go, put my efforts in physically
Yeah.
and mentally in order to make money for myself and sometimes the family. Um, and I kept doing it, and right now I'm still doing it, but it's to the level that I don't want my children to go through some of the things that I went through. So I have a better setup for them than I have for myself. So I think maybe at some point we, as the people in our group, uh, maybe kind of overshot the the things that we did for our kids to make life better for them, to where they kind of expect it now. Like when my sons need extra money, even though they're working. hey, Dad.
Yeah.
That's when I know when that comes out their mouth. Yeah, when I know when that comes out their mouth, it means I got to do something.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, we might have played a part in that laziness just a bit, but I think technology is heavily weighing on
I'm lucky.
how.
I'm lucky. My 4 kids, they are grown up with they know how to work, and they know that the money don't come from the trees, and they have to do something to earn the money.
Absolutely.
I'm lucky. Yeah, but their kids, they are starting to be. It's different.
Yeah, and I think your kids might be where I am right now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be something when grandbabies start to roll around.
Yeah, you just wait and see.
You're already there. I got it. So the next area that I want to highlight is education. So in our time, when we was coming through, we we had our goal was to go to college, get some type of post high school education, and just learn a craft or learn some type of uh, knowledge that would put us in I guess, a higher position when it came to looking for a job or career or profession. Yes, and we put forth the effort to earn the grades and get the highest grade possible, do extra credit, just we were all in to do the best we could to get the best results. And I've noticed today, the majority are doing just a bare minimum. They're instead of looking at an A or A plus as passing, they're kind of like, well, a D is passing too,
Yeah. Just over
right. So just the mindset behind that, to me, is really affecting this generation, and they don't see it. They think that it's okay. Do you have anything that you can speak on that to kind of help out a little bit?
I'm not agree with you on that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think today is the kids, they want to, they know they have to be at least A or B, But
Uh-huh.
C is okay, but B, uh, definitely B. And
Okay.
I know that all the kids they know that also. They you have to have a little bit high to get higher up in the position, and then
Mm-hmm.
do
Mm-hmm. So I guess we slightly disagree on that, but I guess my point I'm trying to make there is why not try to excel as opposed to being average?
hmm
You know.
yeah, yeah. Because not everybody can be in a high position. Someone have to be down. Me and you, we have to be down. And then,
Yeah, yeah. So everybody has their place. You know, people can do what they
yeah,
do. Even if
as
they try hard, you know, some people may
yeah,
land at the B
I
level.
respect them. I respect the
Yeah,
kids. I
yeah,
respect.
yeah. No, no disrespect. You know,
No,
just kind of pointing out little things here and there to have people think a little differently. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Uh, so that's basically it. So and then when we get to things like music, uh, most of the songs from our time when we were younger was positive messages in the music.
Today is a
and we may not even know what the heck is going on with the
no,
music
no,
today.
no.
But I have noticed that a lot of the messages aren't exactly positive in the messages. It's more of an opinionated
Yeah,
music for whatever's important to the artist or the listeners. Um, which I guess is okay. I mean, you got to have some type of audience for everybody, I guess. Um, but I guess the things to focus on, like if a person who makes positive music doesn't really go viral, they don't really sell out tours all over the world. But the people who make music, as far as about what's going on now,
yeah,
you know, things that interest people now, they tend to take off and blast away, which is great. You know, find your niche. But do you have a perspective on how music was then versus now?
yeah. When we were, at least when I was young,
Hmm.
then we have had this musical and all kinds of that. For example, Kenny Rogers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
remember Kenny Rogers. Yeah,
yeah. No, really, you're really.
yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, but today is a like a whole like a rapper and like a
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
of course I like it also. It's
Hmm.
I have a one small girl. She's only
Hmm.
4 years old, and she started started to rap. I was listening to before. I said, "What is going on?"
Yeah, everything is evolving for sure, and we either need to keep up with that stuff that's evolving,
Yeah,
or in some cases, a lot of people from the era before kind of fall to the wayside uh, because either they can't develop or evolve to that new thing that's coming in and happening, uh, or they just don't want to change. You know,
yeah.
um, I'm trying to adapt. I'm a little bit behind on technology. I'll be the first one to admit that because I'm hands on. You know, I like to do
Yeah,
things
yeah.
with my hands,
Mhm.
and that's the, you know, that's what I came up in, you know, doing. So that's my comfort zone. You know, I'd rather go out and
Yeah.
work with my hands as opposed to get on the
Uh-huh.
computer. But you see where I'm at now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And believe it or not, this is the first time that I'm running the controls for my show. That's why we had that little bleep at the very beginning. I hit the wrong button.
It's okay. It's okay.
but yeah, I think so far we're doing just fine.
We
Uh,
I love music with this melody inside,
uh-huh, uh-huh,
and I can hear what they're saying.
hmm
Today you cannot hear what they are saying.
Yeah.
I cannot hear. I don't understand it.
And that's a big difference in music as well. You know, lyrics were spoken a lot clearer and a lot
Yeah,
slower to where
I
you
agree.
could appreciate the lyrics a lot
Yeah,
more. But nowadays, everything is so fast paced and maybe distorted by using some type
yeah,
of electronic sound device on your vocals.
yeah. Right.
So if you're not really tuned in to that type of music, you're probably missing everything that they're saying, like you say. But the people who listen to it every day,
Yeah,
like my kids, for instance,
yeah,
they understand it.
yeah.
And I'm like, what are you listening to?
Okay, Grandpa. Okay.
Right. Oh, so the next thing I want to highlight is movies. Since you're an actor and I'm an avid movie watcher, I love movies. I watch a movie before I do anything else. That's just me. Uh, the movies today are more unrealistic as opposed to yesterday. Movies were more realistic, and I know technology has a lot to do with that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, what is your appreciation level for today's movies, especially since you're an actor, versus
Yeah.
yesterday's movies?
Today is the easier to make a movie. I
Hmm.
think
Okay.
because everything which is you're only in the studio in a green green room, and you
Hmm.
don't need to go out the city center because you have the
Hmm.
city center inside.
Right. Right.
So it's no not dangerous for anyone to before you have to be on
On
on the
site.
mountain on the side, yeah, on the side where today I think it is much easier
Okay.
and much better.
Hmm. That's good. So technology
I love them.
in most
Yeah,
cases can be beneficial to everything that we're doing.
this for us actors is good. For the kids,
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Yeah. So when you apply it to um, I guess the things that are technical or even in music, because I do music as well. Um, Technology has really helped out how
Yeah.
things can be produced in the studio.
Mhm.
So yeah, I believe technology is created for the good, like most things. But once people get involved with different mindsets or whatever, that can go a different direction.
Yeah, yeah.
um, so my next point here is sports. So
Oh my
we're
God.
yeah we're from a time where sports was full contact.
Yeah.
You know, and we love that, and I miss it because now sports is like a full-time acting career.
Yeah.
So I remember uh, a player who, like, if you got in front of him and he was trying to dunk the ball, he would stick his foot out in your chest and like kick you out the way so he can make his basket. Um, and of course, you can't do that nowadays. I mean, you barely touch somebody,
Yeah.
and if the whistle don't blow, they're like,
What happened?
it's like 2 minutes of, you know. So I mean, I guess it's good for the
Yeah.
entertainment of it all. But I just miss the physical aspect of it because that to me that was really playing the sport. When somebody, I mean, I don't want nobody to get hurt or anything, but a little scratch here and there,
That's okay.
yeah.
We're used to that. If you don't come home with the blue eyes or
Yeah.
blue mark, what kind
Mhm.
of a that's normal. That's normal. Today,
Yeah.
no.
No.
You have to call
No.
the police. You have to file a charge.
Oh man. So yeah, that's great. So the next area I want to highlight is the workplace. You kind of mentioned that before, uh, and I kind of highlighted a little bit. You know, we took pride in our jobs, and we put a lot of thought into what we were doing as far as working and whatnot. And the generation now, it's just no thought, uh, no thought. You know, it's just kind of la 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 la. you, you know, uh,
Yeah.
a big difference. You know, a big difference. So we were more professional,
Yeah.
um, and now it's like the thing to be unprofessional. Um, I see it every day, and it kind of rubs me the wrong way when I go somewhere like a restaurant, and whoever's taking my order, they're like, "What can I get for you?" You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and if I guess in my generation, we were like, "Hi, how are you today?
Yeah. Yeah.
We have this and this and this as a special.
You're right. Right.
If you know, would you like an appetizer? What can I get for you? You know, it's more personal, more professional.
Personal service
Yeah.
today is not like that. Like you said, it's a what can I do for you? Okay.
Hmm.
I'm just waiting for be quick to eat. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's almost like they're trying to hurry up, sit you down,
yeah.
make you hurry up and eat, so they can
And
get you out,
get,
so they can
get
get
the hell
somebody else
out of
in
here.
there and get another tip from the next person coming. So yeah. So in our time spent on a job, uh, from our generation was long. It had longevity to it. You know, we were looking to retire, uh, looking to uh, just make the most of it. And I think today's generation is kind of like whatever, you know. They're not looking at uh, the long distance view of it. You know, it's just a paycheck to them. You know, they're just working for that paycheck that's coming, and when they get it, who knows what they do with it. But you know, at least we were taught to save and kind of put it into certain places to where it could build over time, to make things easier at retirement. But not sure what the thought process is of the generation now. I mean, it's not everybody, of course. There's like two people out there doing what they need to do, right? And hopefully that's way undershot. But what are your thoughts?
About that.
Hmm.
Yeah. It came into a good spot. It's I have no like I said, I have no comment on that. Actually,
Okay.
I,
Okay.
I agree on that, but this is I have no comment on that.
All right. All right. So don't want to touch that area.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try this area. Let's
Oh,
try
difficult area.
let's try character. So we grew up on morals and respect, of course, but it's like there are no morals today. You
Yeah.
know,
No respect to the parents today.
or anybody for that matter.
No. Yeah.
Not even oneself. In some cases.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a comment on the
Sometimes
more? Huh?
sometimes we forget also to respect each
Hmm.
other.
Hmm.
We are just in our own mind and no respect for what. So then afterwards, oh, I say that. Oh,
So with that being said, do you think that there's a reason or a situation that may
I
be
think
causing that?
I think it is the how world is today. It's like that. All in
Okay.
high speeding. Everybody's in hurry.
So I guess what I'm gathering from you is because of technology, it's distancing us apart when it comes to uh, having respect or for someone else. Uh, the connection is being taken away. It's more of a robot mentality. Is that kind of where we're going with this?
Yeah, yeah.
hmm So, is there a happy medium or a balance?
Happy media. Happy. What do you say? Happy.
Is there a way to balance that out instead of
Of course, it is. It is.
making? Okay, so do you have any ideas or?
Yeah, yeah. I think we have to. Sometimes I sit down and think,
hmm
what did I do wrong today? Why is it like this? Why am I so much more tired today than
hmm
day before?
hmm
Then I think maybe it's because of this and that, this and that. We have to just slow,
hmm
go a little bit slow. We are always on 110 kilometers
hmm
in speed, but we have to go down to 50. So I think the world will be also better that way.
hmm
Everybody's.
And as you said that, I was thinking about how business is. There are times that we need to hit the full blast throttle,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's the high point of business, and
Uh-huh.
then as it slows down, we need to just slow down with it and kind of pace ourselves. Um, and then when business is slow, same thing, take a breather,
Yeah,
still be productive, I guess, but we have to kind of use the speed we need at the time
mhm,
of the need of
mhm.
speed, so to speak.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and what's happening is even when it's slow, people are just, they
we have
just go,
to.
go, 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 go.
Yeah, we have to. Of course, we have to follow the how it is today.
hmm
Sometimes it go down. We have to
hmm
follow it go down. We cannot go up when everything is going down. We have to
hmm
just follow it and try to build it up somehow.
Yeah. So we have to kind of be like the stock market, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We
Okay.
are the stock market.
Yeah. There it is. There it is. Um, so this takes me here. Uh, the mentality, I think, is different. Um, we our mental focus from yesterday. I don't want to say it was razor sharp, but it did have a pointy tip. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I think today's uh, generation, for some reason, it has like a not quite a point, but uh, maybe something like this with a flat top.
Yeah,
you know, um, do you agree?
yeah. I am agree on that.
Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead. You can elaborate.
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm agree on that.
Okay. So, in your agreement, do you have any examples or stories that you can tell that back that up?
Ooh, no, I have,
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. That's fair. I mean, I know probably a lot of your stories may be classified because you're a retired policeman.
Yeah, you might say that.
Oh,
No,
so,
the police job is over now.
mhm.
Now it's the acting.
All right. All right.
Celebrities.
Yeah, and even and as a celebrity, you can only say so much. I get it.
Yeah.
uh, so I think also the drive and determination is different. Um, so in other words, um, we had priorities, and today I would say that they have preferences.
Mhm.
Would that be fair to say?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think so. Yeah.
And I think the differences between the two is, I guess, the way we look at things. Our priorities were pretty much well defined.
Mhm.
We had, I don't know, let's just say, for example, we had five directions that we could go through in life as far as categories.
Mhm.
And today's generation, let's say they have 10,
Yeah.
you know.
Uh-huh.
So so we kind of gravitate back to those five things that we categorize things under, and today's generation moves more towards the 10. And
Mhm.
whether we understand them or not, or uh, that's just where things are today, and
Yeah.
and I guess from where we sit now, I guess the future will probably have 15 things, right?
Yeah. All
so
right.
so so we were confused enough with five, and today is more than enough confusion. So tomorrow will be like totally ridiculous confusion, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, this is fun. Are you having a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, good, 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 good. So let's move on to resources. The resources we had um, were minimal. There were resources, but they were not nowhere near as the resources that are here today. And on top of that, they were difficult to to be utilized by us because everybody was after those same resources.
Mhm.
Um, Today, the resources are in abundance, uh, and they're there to be utilized by a lot more people. Uh, but I guess a lot of people are not really after those resources. It's like those resources are there, but probably aren't being utilized to the biggest uh, efforts that they could be. Depending on what they are, some resources are getting soaked up as soon as they become available, uh, depending on where they are and what they are. But other resources, they can be even harder to get now because there's so many people needing them. Um, so, do you have any knowledge on resources?
We can get all kinds of resources everywhere about everything. What
Hmm.
we do,
Hmm.
whatever we are doing, just go in Uncle Google
Right?
and, and you find it there. You can
uh,
see it there. It's
and
it's
that's
easy.
amazing. Yeah, it's very easy and it's amazing.
Before you cannot even get the DNA from anything because
Right.
yeah, today you only press a button,
Yeah.
it's there.
Yeah. Google and buttons. I mean, that's
Google is
yeah. Google is a powerful tool today. I mean, I wonder. I guess if Google wasn't present today, we go back to the Stone Age. Right?
okay. Yeah,
Be a lot of lost
thank God to
information.
Google.
Yeah. Right. Right. Let's see here. The value of a dollar yesterday compared to the value of the dollar today. I know you
And
got a lot of information on that.
unfortunately, we don't have a dollar.
Uh, Right. Even the places that have dollar in the title of their name,
Mhm.
pretty much almost nothing is a dollar inside those facilities. You might not have that where you are, but we have places here called Family Dollar or Dollar Tree. They're
Okay.
a store chain, and almost nothing in there is a dollar. It's more than a dollar. Yeah, you're right. You know, the value of the dollar is almost non-existent, um,
Mhm.
and quickly moving towards probably disappearing at some point. Uh, but from your knowledge, how much could a dollar buy when in your youthful days?
Ooh, yeah, for a dollar, because we don't have a dollar. I cannot say anything about that. Only dollar I have when I in acting, I get thousands of dollars.
Okay,
But one
so
dollar, we have a krona here in Iceland,
mhm,
and one krona is, you cannot get so much for one krona today as before.
mhm,
It's because today it's not there nothing. The dollar is nothing today. It's like before.
mhm,
I remember for many years ago.
mhm,
I My salary here. I went to U.S. I got, for my salary, I got $1,500 a
mhm,
month,
mhm.
and for that I stayed 6 weeks in a hotel, and
Wow.
with all kinds of food and everything, rent a
Mhm,
car.
mhm.
Today, do you think you can get that today?
No.
I think you have to have at least $10,000.
Yeah. Mhm.
You see, it's going down.
Mhm. Very rapidly, very much.
Yeah,
Um, and I'm thinking that technology is playing a part in that as well.
yeah, yeah,
Because I remember a hotel was just a bed, a shower, some towels. You know, now it's you have TV in there,
yeah,
microwave,
yeah,
refrigerator.
yeah.
Uh, some have kitchens. It's more added to it to for convenience purposes, of course.
Mhm.
But it's just they're trying to design almost a home away from home in these hotels nowadays.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, you're right. The dollar, uh, you got a dollar in your pocket. It's not enough. It's not enough. Uh, for better or for worse. So is today's society for the better or the worse?
It's unfortunately for worse, but
Mhm.
hopefully it will be better if the people start to think and start to do something about it.
Mhm.
But while we are not doing that, it goes down.
Mhm. Um, hmm. I kind of think that it's both. I mean, we highlighted the benefits of technology
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the movies and in music,
Hmm.
um, and communication as far as things like Google, social media. Of course, that's why we're
Yeah.
here where we are now. Um, but for the worse, as far as our connection to other people and being
Economy is going down.
yeah,
So yeah,
our connection to people and being polite to one another. You know, there's a lot of uh, shortness when it comes to dealing with people. Um, but if we can focus on the important things uh, while we're focusing on everything else, and just do right by each other, I think all this can come together. How? Not so sure. Maybe you got the answers to all that, huh?
yeah, yeah.
So let's recap here and tell us a little bit more about what you're doing and what's coming down the pipes.
Well, yeah, I have lots of things in the pipes. For example, next year I have one movie, action thriller movie
Mm-hmm.
called Johnny in London.
Mm-hmm.
It's about terrorism and takes part in London and India and Middle East, Morocco. Then I have another movie coming. It's called. It's a second part, actually, second part of the No Time to Think too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, and then I have this TV series, Kill Devil Hills, taken in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new series instead of, I think it will be instead of NCSI
Mm-hmm.
comes there in, and I play a big part there. And I'm the bad person there.
Yeah, you're the bad person. Huh?
Yeah, I'm a bad person. The police officer is a bad person. Can you
Okay.
imagine?
I can't imagine that, but I'm sure your acting skill will make it convincing. And
Yeah, and I have a few other things.
mm-hmm.
I'm going to Oscar Academy Award next year.
Oh wow, that's nice.
With famous actress. I cannot tell you that. Who is it? You can see that.
All right.
Everybody will be curious.
Yeah. So I'm very happy for your success and your future success. Um, you're a very busy man, and my hats off to you. All the things you got coming up. You know, once again, the Switch action film, No Time to Think, is scheduled to be released in the U.S. January 13, 2024. It's already been released in other countries. But yeah, man, thanks for coming to the show. That's life. We really appreciate you. Thanks for all your input and your wisdom and your knowledge. So, do you have any final words or thoughts before we go off air?
I just would say a Happy New Year to everybody, or my fans and clans, and to you, and to Jukebox.
All right.
And everybody there who are listening, Happy New Year, and hope the new year will bring us a happiness and good life for everyone.
Yeah, very much so. And thank you, sir. Happy New Year to you as well. And we really appreciate you for being on That's Life with Ev.O.Lution.
Thank you very much.
Hopefully your schedule won't get so busy and you can come back later and grace us with your presence once again.
Yeah, I will. I would definitely.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
We'll go ahead and wrap this up and take care,
Peace
everyone. Thank you. That's life.